It is okay to handle the edge cases separately as long as it is not affecting your algorithm's performance, because it may add an extra code but actually it will solve the problem in a better way. Day 4 of Leetcode75, can place flowers. So you will be given two inputs, a flower bed list of numbers and number of flowers you want to place in that flower bed. 1 represents flower is already there and 0 represents no flower at that point. And you have a condition, you cannot place two flowers adjacent to each other. In this case, you cannot place the flower here because there is already a flower left to that, but you can put a flower here because these two are, there are no flowers in both the places, but you cannot put something here. So your task here is you need to identify whether you can place this many number of flowers in this flower bed. If it is possible, return true, otherwise return false. On the second example, you can see you want to place two flowers, but there are only three flower beds, but only one flower bed which has no adjacency. You have only one empty place, but you are supposed to place two. That's why you are returning false. Before going into the implementation, let's try to handle some corner cases. There is a possibility that you may have just only one entry in the flower bed. When it is the edge, you don't need to worry about are there going to be any more flowers, because that is the end. If you want to place only one flower, this is going to be true. But if there is already flower and you want to place a flower, it is going to be false. And if there is one empty place and you have to place more than one flowers, then it is going to be false. We are going to handle these cases separately. Also, the edge, this one and this one should be considered separately, because for every other flower beds there should be empty flower bed on both side of left side and right side of every flower bed. But for the first flower bed you just need to check only the right side, and for the last flower bed you just need to check only the left side. Let's consider these points and go for the implementation. First, let's check how many flowers you want to place. If at all you don't want to place any flowers, then you can simply return true. First, we are going to handle if the flower bed has only one flower bed, if f len equal to 1 and that is an empty spot, then we can return true if n is 1. Before traversing the entire flower bed, let's handle the first position separately, and then let's traverse the entire flower bed, then handle the last position separately.